Hello and welcome to Friday. It's a little bit past 11 right now, and I just finished watching Chernobyl, the HBO miniseries that aired. Was it 2020? Might have been 2019. Let me just check real quick. It was, well, I don't have the date right here, but it was sometime a couple years ago. Pretty recent. And I mentioned that I was starting to watch it last night, and it's only 5 episodes, about an hour each, so went through it pretty quickly. And it's a very interesting retelling of the story of Chernobyl. It's almost like a documentary, or like a retelling of the story, like beat by beat. Incredibly well done. Most things that HBO does is incredibly well done, save for one notable exception that we I still haven't watched. Speaking of, I still haven't watched Game of Thrones. It's on my list, but after the ending, I'm not so sure if I want to watch it. We'll see if I ever get around to it. It seems like a fun show, but its cultural significance has waned very, very deeply. So let me break down quickly the plot of Chernobyl. It's I find it very hard to spoil history. Like if I were to talk about the a documentary on the American Revolution, like how would I spoil that? I feel like it's very hard to. Well, I feel like if you just skim the Wikipedia article, this is a great. It would just be like, yeah, I understand everything. So it's basically the entire retelling of Chernobyl from as soon as it, like moments before it happened, up until the trials and like what happened afterwards, and even like where people are now. Very interesting retelling of it. Very graphic. I'll say that. But yeah, it's like, of course, everybody knows like the reactor melted down, and it was like one of the worst nuclear issues in the world, but disaster, that's the word I'm looking for. But we don't really know what exactly happened. And this show, it's a very quick 5 hours, keeps you really engaged throughout it. It really shows like, oh, that like it was mistake after mistake after mistake, and this is what happened. Breaks down beat by beat, and actually something that a normal person can understand. And it's hard for a show to do that, and I'm really glad that I watched it, albeit a couple years late. But what are you gonna do? Next up on the docket, I have no idea what I'm watching next, but I'm glad I took the time to set aside a couple hours to watch what is one of the greater shows in recent history. I know Westworld is one of those HBO shows that is pretty significant and up there. I haven't heard much about it. I remember season 1 and 2 are like really great, and then maybe went downhill, or I'm not so sure if there was a third season, but I'll have to look into that. Also, I do want to stick with my crime drama nonsense. The classics like Lost, other classics from back when I was a kid, like Fringe, 24, things like that. Things I saw my dad watching when I was younger, and because I was like 5, I did not understand, and I was engaged as a kid, but it's like, things that I would like to see what all the hubbub was about. What was the show that you needed to catch so you can talk about it at the water cooler at work, that kind of stuff. Today, there's not really much shows like that. There are a few notable exceptions. Euphoria was probably the last one that was like that. Amongst my friend group, it's always like anime and nonsense like that. But yeah, I really should look into like more of those classics, and I probably will. But yeah, we'll see where we end up with that. For now, I'm gonna take it a bit easy. Like I said, it's a little bit past 11 right now, and we have plans to hit the gym around 4:30. Arms are not as bad as they were yesterday. Nothing is really hurting as much as it was yesterday or the day before, so I think we should be on the road to recovery for there. But today's abs and legs, so let's hurt those a bit. So nothing comes up, I'll catch you guys at the gym or a little bit after. Alright, so the plan was, we just got home. I was gonna go take a shower, but everybody's like, hey, what if we ordered food? And naturally, because my brother immediately went to the shower, I'm responsible for going to pick up the food. And this would have been a nice trip, but my mom was like, hey, let me tag along. Let's go run some errands. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully it won't be too bad, and I'm gonna enjoy some food for dinner, so win for me. So catch you when we're back home. Okay, back at home, ending off the night. It's like 11 o'clock right now. Dinner was good. Lighting is terrible, and I am not dealing with all this nonsense right now. Oof. Oof. My arms and shoulders are hurting. But I really want to, like, now that we're going to the gym, I really want to start, like, pushing myself even more. Having fun with it. Good time all around today. We did abs and legs, and I really want to work my abs more because that was fun. Same with the legs. I just want to, like, get back to it's once you start, you want to keep going, and it's like a good feeling. Probably next time is gonna be Monday, and I'm not so sure if we're doing anything over the weekend, so we'll see what we get up to. But for now, that's where I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.